what's happening right
75%
now.
of the country.
You know else who likes where they're sitting right now? The Patriots and the Seahawks going back to the Super Bowl. When you hear this matchup in your head, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Who would have ever thought when the season began?
Nobody. Let's be real.
The New England Patriots were going back to the Super Bowl with a second-year quarterback.
A first-year coach.
And a first-year coach, and everyone was wondering, well, you know, their schedule, they have this easy schedule. Well, let me tell you something, sports fans. Not only you can say they got an easy schedule, guess what? They went all the way to the Super Bowl.
And they went 9-0 on the road.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Think about Seattle Seahawks, right?
Sam Darnold, quarterback.
He's going to be the story. You guys just interviewed him. You know, I don't think he believes right now where he's going. I don't think it's hit him yet.
Right.
He's going to go home tonight and figure out tomorrow when he wakes up, he's going, oh,
wait, what?
To the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm playing Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think his friends and family are going to remind him tonight.
Probably.
He'll let loose a little
Okay,
bit.
so right now, Vegas is saying that the Patriots are not the favorites. They're giving that favored line to Seattle. But
Makes
just
sense.
a little bit, what is your prediction?
I like Seattle.
I was going to say, is this with your head or your heart, though?
No, I like Seattle.
Okay.
I just think now New England doesn't get enough credit for how they play defense, but Seattle's dominant up front. They are strong, physical. They have good players in the back end of their defense. I give them the edge.
Yeah. And their coach has some Super Bowl experience himself that he could give to the Patriots to counter what you feel is on the other side of that Seattle team, but we'll see what's happening. We'll talk a lot more about it between now and then.
So, the Patriots were behind. Tom Brady and Edelman and Gronk brought them back ahead of the Seahawks 11 years ago in Arizona. They got to the one. It was 28-24. It was second down. And then this play happened. The name Malcolm Butler wasn't known by anyone, but now known in Super Bowl lore. Just like David Tyree, another unknown. And the Seahawks are stopped on the 1 yard line in the final seconds, 28-24. Little history lesson. I could speak 10 minutes on this game. At that point, New England was trying to repeat. They had lost, although against the Giants, unbelievably tough games. Had they lost that game, it would have been 3 losses in a row. Ooh, they can't win the big one. Seattle would have won 2 in a row, maybe had a chance to win 3 in a row. They might have been the team of the decade. It changed history or resumed it to New England, and Seattle never got back until now. I know I'm cramming a lot. Now, on to Super Bowl in San Francisco, the next one. The 2 quarterbacks, Drake Maye and Sam Darnold. You think they're going to put on a show? Let's listen.
It's a new team. It's a new era, and I respect and appreciate what the Patriots dynasty did. And unfortunately, they didn't come out with some wins here, but we changed that narrative and look forward to bringing our best football for Santa Clara. That'd be pretty special.
I'm happy to be a part of this team, man. This group and this coaching staff is just, I'm really happy to be here. Happy to be in this position. I'm just going to continue to do the best that I can to put this team in positions to win football games.
Quarterbacks, defenses, who comes to the forefront?
Biggest question mark about Super Bowl 60 is Drake Maye. I think we know what we're going to get from Sam Darnold and this Seattle offense. What are we going to get from the Patriots offense? If Drake Maye and Josh McDaniel can't put up 21, 24 points, they got no shot of winning.
You know what? It's just like it.
Yeah, but
I know.
That situation, he thought he was going to get a pressure look. They dropped out. And so now you have 7, 8 guys dropping back.
It's a good defensive call.
It is a good defensive call by Mike McDonald. You got to break your tendencies there. And so he doesn't know. That's why he double clutched. He was ready to throw the football, but there was no way to throw it. And then that internal clock gets in your head. I can't hold it for 5 seconds. And he kind of forced one. Witherspoon made a really good play. Stafford has nothing to hang his head about.
Oh, God, no.
The Rams played an outstanding game throughout the season. Boom. It's a really good year. Sean McVay is still one of the better coaches in football. But as I said earlier, in the biggest games against the better competition, your weaknesses and your flaws always show.
Very good. That was great.
They always show. And in this game, the Rams' biggest weaknesses weren't the quarterback. They weren't Devontae Adams. They weren't Puka Nacua. It's their special teams and their secondary. Special teams and secondary cost the Rams. And I think if you're Sean McVay, if you can convince Stafford to come back, that's one thing. I know that both coordinators are up for jobs and head coaching jobs and all that. If Shula comes back on the defensive side of the ball, what are you going to do if you're Les Snead and Sean McVay to ensure the secondary is better? That, to me, that's the number one question I have for the Rams.
And bull rush here and there, even though his defenders,
Yes.
verse and obviously,
Yes.
but can't have everything.
You can't.
Apparently,
You can't unless you're Seattle.
and they got it pretty good. They got a lot of answers,
They
and
do.
they got more answers on this day. And one of their answers, I'm going to do it anyway. JSN. All right, we have some sound from him. He led the league with almost 1,800 yards in receiving. How does he get open? That sounds like a question I should ask both of them. But meanwhile, he's going to the Super Bowl.
Just a true leader, true competitive leader. You know, he led us today. Can't say enough about Sam, man. It's been a great first year. We got one more to go, but you know, for him to overcome what he has to overcome, you know, I'm rolling with Sam all day. So, you know, we believe in him. This building believe in him. The city believe in him, and you know, it's awesome to run out on the field with him.
He's had 5 games against the Rams, including 2 last year with Geno. 4 of them are like stats today. And the Rams are one of the better defenses.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they don't, but this young man, he's. I don't want to say the sky's the limit because I had a guy in the Seahawks this week tell me, why would we make the sky the limit? But he's only, that was Devin Witherspoon, actually. He's amazing.
Something to think about, Boom. This thought just crossed my mind. If I remember correctly, the game where Darnold was supposedly seeing ghosts was against the Patriots. It's amazing. It's amazing how we come full circle. Here we go. In the Super Bowl.
We're getting to it.
It's Sam Darnold against the Patriots. It's amazing how life works. He's going to get an opportunity, even though the players are different and all that. I get that. But it's Sam Darnold against the Patriots.
There's a lot of plot lines. And speaking of the Patriots, both they and the previous 2 seasons combined, New England won 8 games.
Wow.
This year, they've won 17. And this is what Mike does all the time. You've seen it. But this was tonight in Denver, making sure he greeted all the players, everybody, give everyone a hug and their wives and their families. And I mean, this is as legit as you get. And then we've seen this every game. And I tell you what, Mike's got to be sore after all these games because they win every week.
How about, shame on you, Tennessee. I'll just say that. Shame on you, Tennessee. Shame on you. I know.
You think, well, listen, speaking of Coach Vrabel and defense, game balls, your turn.
Well, without a doubt. And typically we give game balls to the individual, but I thought that the entire New England Patriots defense deserves the game ball. I get it. Drake Maye the quarterback. He gets the headline rushing the football with his legs. But how about the Pats defense? 181 total yards. They gave up 52 on one play, 3 sacks, 7 QB hits, 2 turnovers. Absolutely outstanding job by this defense.
You know what I thought? They would have to have Lonnie Paxson snap it through the uprights for the Patriots to win in Denver ever. Not the case. So the Pats defense, Booger's game ball and mine, hey, we've talked about it, but he stared stuff in the face. He heard it from the middle of the season when he struggled. Sam did against the Rams in November. And guess what? Almost picture perfect today, and great when they needed him at his greatest. Yes, a lot to JSN, but a touchdown to Bobo, using everybody, and the Seattle Seahawks as #1 seed, thanks to their quarterback, are going back to the Super Bowl as they had the previous 3 times that they were #1.